Hello everyone, my name is Cecilia and welcome to the Polish Cauldron. Today I would like to share with you my autumn/fall or whatever nail polish rack. I've been watching so many creators on YouTube sharing theirs, and I absolutely love seasonal racks and seeing what everyone's planning to wear. So I thought I'll put together mine and share with you my picks for this season. So I kind of had a difficult time deciding how many polishes I want to include. So I did what every sane person would do. I just pick a swatch wheel and I said I'll just fill 2 of them because one is definitely not enough. So I narrowed it down to 40 polishes. Now, the first nail polish on my rack is ILNP's Black Magic. Now, I know black is not traditional fall color, but I did want something darker on my rack just in case. And I absolutely love this one. It's kind of like a black with like a lot of holographic, I guess these are what we call like micro flakes or something. My next polish here is by KB Shimmer and it's called Wave After Wave. This was from the July polish pickup Rewind. I think this was originally from April 2019, and this is a magnetic, and I actually struggled a little bit with its magnetization. It's a little bit more subtle than I expected. But on the bright side, I absolutely love it. I'm magnetized as well. I'm a sucker for gray polish. So I really get fall vibes from it. Next one from Lacquer. Lacquer is just becoming one of my top favorite brands really, really fast. This shade is called Wait For Me. And it's like a milky base with these stunning flakes. Like all the lovely fall colors in there. You can see some coppery, some that lean pinky, gold. It does look like falling leaves all over the place. So this is amazing. Now this next polish is called Back from the Dead from Phoenix Polish. And I expected this one to be a little bit darker than it actually was. This was from, I believe, Hella Handmade Creations back from July. I still absolutely love it. It came in a duo and I do have its topper later in this rack. But I thought it's kind of like a really cool neutral leaning, I want to say, because like whites and browns considered neutral, and it definitely would pair fantastic with a Lacquer shade next to it. Next up, I have the Orly. This one's called Aloe Goodbye, I believe, something like that. And this one is, sometimes it looks like a cream to me. I know it's a very subtle shimmer, but I don't know. In certain angles, you can barely see it. It has a very, very subtle, like greenish sheen to it. I wish it was a little bit more prominent. But again, I did want to include some more simple colors so I can mix and match and do some fun skittles and layer things together as needed. This one by Vanessa Molina is called Fairytale, and although this one is stunning on its own, I'm also hoping to layer it over some of these lighter colors and just experiment a little bit because I kind of like this more sparse glitter spread that it has on the first coat, but I would want it to not be as sheer. So I believe this will be a great pair with either the Orly or the Phoenix polish. It's just, I don't know. I wanted to include it to experiment a bit more with it. I do love how it looks. This one is another polish pickup and it's called Ivy. Again, this one is from the Rewind this year. and I think it was originally released in April 2024. I just love this olivey base, and it's just like the most beautiful purple peachy leaning shimmer. It's just, I'm not a fan of the word ugly because I adore all colors. I don't think any color is ugly. They're all pretty to me. So I guess some would consider this one a prugly though. Next up, Garden Path Lacquers. And this one is actually what I'm wearing on one hand as I'm filming this video. This is called Polaroids in a Graveyard. And this is from the Dead Boy Detectives collection. And it looks so beautiful. I kind of, when I was looking at the swatches, I thought it was a little bit less shimmery, which I wouldn't mind because, like, I do love these taupey bays, but it's really beautiful regardless. So, really excited. ILNP's Countryside. This one was from their latest collection. This is called the Vineyard Collection, if I'm not mistaken. And this is just a hollow jelly packed with beautiful holographic sparkles. And this just, I don't have other ILNPs in this formulation. This was my first batch. I got like 3 colors from that collection. And I became a huge fan. I'm thinking to like place another order, grab a few more because these are just stunning. This one is from Clionadh Cosmetics, which is turning into one of my absolute favorite brands. Absolutely beautiful. This is called Synesthesia and it's magnetic. And it has this such a hard color to describe. It feels like a multi-chrome kind of color. I don't even know. In some angles you see green, in some angles you see yellow, some peach and pink, and it's like a big spectrum of beautiful colors, so packed with shimmer. And then when you magnetize it, that's when the magic happens. So the next color is from Orly, and this is called Metamorphosis. This is probably my absolute favorite color from Orly. It's just such a stunning evergreen base with all these coppery kind of fall color shimmer in it. It's just beautiful. It looks darker in the bottle than it actually is, I think. It's just, and if you wanted to deepen it up, you can definitely wear it on top of a just deep green. Now, another Clionadh. This is called Hippocampus. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. And this is from their most recent collection, at least as of filming this video. It's called Grey Matter. And this is so beautiful. I guess this is not a very traditional fall color. It's really beautiful for like as a transition between fall and winter. It's kind of like the twinkly shimmer pink, purple, just fantastic. I absolutely love it. Next up, Rogue Lacquer. I am always really intrigued by Rogue Lacquer. Unfortunately, I don't have that many polishes from them, but every one of them I absolutely adore. This is, I believe, a limited edition. It was the Mariah L.E. Trio, and this is called Little Ripples. It's just these kind of denim teal kind of base with these stunning purple, copper, black flakies. It's just dreamy. Look at that. Absolutely fantastic. From Chamaeleon Nails, I've got the Blazing Evening Sky. this one, oh my god, I've been in love with this color, and it was out of stock for a bit, or at least I couldn't find it in their website. I think there was a situation. I think it was out of stock on their website, but I've managed to find it on the Nailland website, and I was super happy when I got this. It's just magical. Look at it. It has this dark navy jelly base with all these colorful, yet not so colorful flakies. Perfect for fall. Look at that. Beautiful. This is the other Garden Path lacquers I have in here. This one is called Introducing Teeth Base. And this is from the same Dead Boy Detectives collection. This is just equally fantastic. And again, I do feel that to some people this might not feel too much like fall, but I do love my purples, I do love my blues, and I do want to include them in every one of my seasonal racks. So that's why this is there. I think it does work really well to me it works all year round. Now this one, it leans more to the Halloween-y vibe. I guess the previous one as well. So I guess that's another excuse to have it. This is from Cuticula. This is another PPU, and this is from August 2024. The book covers theme. This is called Dead House. Did they say that? This is one of the top, maybe my absolute favorite nail polish in my collection at the moment. I absolutely adore it. And I kind of want to wear it all day long, but I also want to preserve my bottle, so it's kind of like a difficult situation. I really hope they will bring it back next year for Rewind, and I'll grab another bottle because it's amazing. The next one, again, more Halloween-y rather than traditional fall. This is also from August PPU, and it's from Sweet and Sour Lacquer called If Looks Could Kill. And I'm actually thinking of doing a Skittle Mani using a bunch of these kind of purpley Halloween-y shades I have on my rack. I think they're really cute and playful. This one felt so unique to me when I first saw it. I don't have a lot of polishes that have this like circular glitter, but in that small, that specific size, and not like overwhelmingly busy. It's just, it looked like the perfect balance of components inside the nail polish, and I wish I can have more shades with a similar approach. Then I have a few more mainstream just to fill up some color empty spots. This is True by Zoya, and this is a relatively like simple shimmer. I did include a bunch, just a few, I guess, because I didn't have a lot of available slots for this. I include a few Zoyas, Orlys, and some other like mainstream brands, especially in the cream section of my swatches here, because I wanted some bases if I wanted to add toppers or just do some skills, some less busy polishes, because I do love my polishes to be a little bit of extra. I love a lot of flakies. I love a lot of things going on that if I do a Skittle, I do need to put some more simple shades in between so it's not all over the place. This one from Damn Polish, it's called Sugar Plum Fairies. Sugar Plum Fairies. And oh, this one is absolutely beautiful. It is a little bit more sheer than you'd expect it from looking at it on the bottle. And I know on the swatch wheel it doesn't translate very well because the swatch wheel is like fully transparent, while on your nail bed you kind of have your skin tone helping you. So you can't really see the purpley base of it very much, but this is also working fantastically as a topper. This is especially for lighter shades. I wanted to keep it there and kind of play around with it because it's absolutely beautiful. This one is another one I love so much that I don't want to use almost. This is Oracle by Penelope Luz. I'm almost scared to use it, at least not for a full mani. That's why I'm planning to include this in the Skittle I was thinking about. Yeah. So I try to kind of be a little bit more mindful and plan. When I wear it, I want to wear it long, as many days as I can to enjoy it a lot. Like, I absolutely love it. Look at it. It's a little bit darker than you can see on the swatch wheel, but it's just beautiful. This one is Daughter of the Old Kingdom by Chamaeleon Nails, and it is again from the August PPU book covers. This one is a thermal with reflective glitter, and this is the first thermal I ever wore. I did not have thermals in my collection before that, and unfortunately in the swatches you will not be able to see it. Maybe I'll just add a picture here. So this one goes transparent when it's warm, so on my nails it reads very transparent. But what I absolutely adore is that it has a middle thermal color that is like a very beautiful purple, and I see it every time I wash my hands, and I absolutely adore it. It's magical. This one is Painted Pretty Polish, and it is called 1 Foot in the Ground. This is again from this year's Rewind. I did buy a bunch of polishes during Rewind this year. And I think the original one was September 2023. At least that's what I have on my notes. I might be mistaken in some of that, but hopefully not. This is kind of like a plum purpley, kind of warm purple base with such a fantastic shimmer combination. You have these kind of like copper leaning bits and these kind of like iridescent flakies. It's just beautiful. And it just pairs really well with some of the toppers I included, so I definitely wanted to have it. From Ethereal Lacquer, this is more of a neutral, or at least what I consider a neutral. This is Cappuccino Cloud, and I think this has more of a taupey base, and just it's packed full with purple shimmer. I might be mistaken. I kind of want to keep a track of my nail polish descriptions, because once some of these shades go out of stock, it's very difficult to find the actual information, and I'm just stuck trying to describe them on my own, which, as you can already see, pretty much fails. So apologies for that. I'm doing my best, but nevertheless, it's a very stunning, more neutral leaning shade that is fantastic for fall. Now another magnetic, this is from Emily DeMolly, and this is called No Sleep Till. This is a magnetic that goes from a darker grayish base, and it pulls up all the purple pigment to the center. It didn't really show very well on the bottle, but I think it will be much better on the nail. So you'll see all the purple gathers up on the magnet, and the rest is kind of like mostly gray, and it kind of leans a little cool because of the green flakes, and it creates this absolutely stunning contrast. It is a little bit of I think it's a little bit sheer on the nails. I haven't worn it yet. Just tried it on my swatch sticks. But I think it will look absolutely stunning. It does have those Halloween-y vibes. This is probably the least fall-leaning polish that I picked up. This is called Cephalopod from Clionadh Cosmetics. This came in a 3 mini set, like a trio set, Deep Sea Treasures. And I absolutely love it. It's a little bit sheer for my taste, but if you layer it, or I was thinking to use it as an accent nail with something else, or like in a Skittle, I think it matches this color works really well with other colors here, although alone it doesn't feel very fall. It's kind of like too icy. I think it pairs very well with other colors, and I do love the contrast it creates on my rack. This one is the closest color I would personally wear to a red. This is Witchcraft by Penelope Luce, and it's such a stunning vampy dark deep burgundy red that has these kind of flakies inside that I don't even know what kind of flakies they are, like shimmering, beautiful. Are they black flakies? They're so fine. In other polishes, when you see like black flakies, they stand out. This one kind of deepens and creates dimension, and it just makes it look absolutely phenomenal. And like the red shimmer kind of makes it shine. Really, really beautiful. Now, by Vanessa Molina, this is Enemy. This is from the Feel the Music Part 2 collection. And when I first saw this, I thought this is the most beautiful color combination I've seen in a magnetic, at least with my limited experience. But oh my goodness, I love it. And this is usually when I have magnetics, I don't always love the unmagnetized version, but in this guy, wow, I freaking adore it. It's just super, super beautiful. And you'll see all the reddish pigment kind of gathers up in the center, and you're left with like a deeper cool tone around. Purple, teal, shimmering goodness. It's just phenomenal. This one is the other, the second out of the three. I only included the two colors from the Clionadh Cosmetics trio. This is Ring of Fire. And this is also a color I usually wouldn't care for. Like these kind of too metallic, fiery orange. But for some reason, in this polish, it's done so well that I absolutely want it on my nails. And it has absolutely stunning shifts depending on how you move your nails and the light you're in. That, you know, it's totally golden in some angles and super almost red in others. It's just super exciting. Now, I also did include one solar. Now, I am not very proficient with solars. I am an introvert. I stay at home most of the time, so I rarely see the transitions, but it's just such a beautiful orange color, and I don't have a lot of orange polishes, so I did want to include it. And keep in mind, it's not as light as it looks on the footage. It's a little bit more saturated, but it's still quite sheer and light. Now, you can barely see it, but it has these beautiful kind of pinkish flakes inside, and it's supposed to transition into a purple plum color under sunlight, which I can't show you because I'm filming this at night and I don't have a UV lamp, but we'll see if I'm gonna wear it. I do want to get out of my comfort zone and try more. This part of the video is my jelly. I only picked one jelly actually. This is the ILNP Tango. And it's such a beautiful pumpkin orange. Again, as I said, I don't really have many oranges, and I did want to include some. So that's the one I picked, and I do love jelly sandwiches, so I did want at least one jelly. I know jellies feel a little bit more spring, summery to me, so I didn't overdo it. Just picked the one. But it's a truly stunning color, and I absolutely love the ILNP formula, so I am really happy to have it. Now onto the crumbs. I didn't pick too many, I think just 5 colors. We'll see as they come in. But this one is kind of like a very nice brown color, like almost close to, I mean, I have a very fair skin tone, but this one I think can be like almost like skin tone like in certain people. I love this because it's like just the most beautiful chocolatey shade, and it's not too dark for my skin tone. It's just a couple of tones darker. It reads very, I don't know, like very soft, and I don't know if, like, I don't know how to describe this. I'm at loss of words, but like I just absolutely love how it reads on my skin tone. That's what I'm saying. It's really beautiful color. Now, this color is called Violet Garden, and this is a local drugstore brand. I pick a couple of these nail polishes from them, and they're super affordable to me. I'm not sure if they're available in other European countries or even the US, but again, similar colors do exist. I think this is one of my favorite purples, and yeah. So this is Zoya's V, and it's kind of like dusty. It's kind of like the two shades before it kind of merged together. It's like the purple and the brown, and created this very muted purple leaning gray. Next up, I picked ILNP's Mushroom, also from their most recent release. This one was from the Campground collection, and you can see the pattern. I picked my creams kind of like unassuming and not very bright, just because that's what I wanted to experiment with my toppers. And this is probably the second color that's just a little bit of an outlier. This is Cecilia by Zoya. And yes, I know this is kind of like very green. Probably people would think, oh, this is like a spring color. But like it kind of gives me like these darker emerald vibes, and I kind of want to pair it with some toppers. I'm not planning to wear this on its own, so yeah, that probably as a mani wouldn't feel very fallish, but it's kind of like pine green almost. It does feel a little bit as a nice transitional shade. This shade is called Cypress, and it's like a deeper, darker version. I love the dark shades this brand has. Actually, their lighter shades are fine too. It's just maybe I just enjoy the darker shades a bit more. Now we're moving on to the topper segment, and I'm gonna show you some swatch sticks on some of these colors, on how they are if you wear them on their own, but I'm also gonna show them on my swatch wheel on top of others. This is on top of the Orly gray, and I kind of love how this looks because the shimmer is super strong, but because of the lighter shade, you kind of get a lot of these blue flakies. This is the one that was together with the Back from the Dead. This is called Killed and Resurrected by Phoenix Indie, and you can see in my sample swatch here how it looks on 1 layer, 3 layers over black, and so on. I layered this one on top of Ethereal Lacquer's Cappuccino Cloud, and it is fantastic. I want to wear it. Absolutely adore it. The next one is from another polish pickup. I think it's from Rewind. This is Belladonna, and this works perfectly on its own, and it also works fantastic with 1 foot in the ground. I already wore this mani before, and I kind of wanted it there to try and pair it with some darker shades. This one might have not been the most successful. This is the ILNP's Black Magic, but I just want it on my rack to play with. And I think this is the last shade. This is by Vanessa Molina, and it is Power Shield. It's from another Hell Handmade Creations, and I know on the footage this looks a little bit too much, and it might be because the green shimmer kind of contrasts too much with the red base. But yeah, I'll probably won't wear it in this combo. But I absolutely think it's a really fun topper to try and play around with. So that's it. My 40 polishes for my fall 2024 rack. I am super intrigued with the possibilities. I do want to try and do a lot of skills and fun combinations. I tend to mix and match my polishes, even things that are not tend to consider to be toppers. If they have a slightly sheer base, I would try and kind of like layer things together and see how that works. Sometimes it's a disaster, but sometimes it's just absolutely stunning. So that's my intention this season as well. I just want to experiment with the polishes I picked. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I didn't tire you too much with my blabbing. Let me know if you also do seasonal racks, if you think that some of my choices are a little bit absurd, or do you like to put outliers in your own racks, like something that's like a little bit not what you would expect in that season? Let me know, and I will see you again soon. Bye!